Back on my feet. Let's get some music playing. Is there a way to shuffle in VLC? Is that a thing? Shuffle? Shuffle. Yes, please, shuffle. Not repeat, shuffle. Okay. Back on my feet, learning. So VUE has a playground. Oh yeah, I was watching school stuff. I might start a school. I mean, I technically did, but I'm gonna try to make it more of a thing. But in other news, my mentor pointed me to this cool video comparing the features of VUE and React. And that helped quite a bit, since I know React really freaking well. Really, this watch function is similar to use effect. Why is there a semicolon? That doesn't make any sense. What? Trying to end a statement before evaluating this one? Anything that should go there. Did I have a repo? I think I had a repo going, right? Yes, VUE project. Of course, it opens in the other screen. It's a yarn start, yarn dev. Is it yarn? Or is it PNPM? PNPM. Oh, it's probably just the previous PNPM dev. Like so. Okay. Et voila. You did it. Great. Okay, messing around with features of VUE. So, state management. The simple version, which I'm guessing is scoped to the component file. Yeah, a reference to a value. Yep, cool. Simple state management with reactivity API. Whoops. If you have a piece of state that should be shared by multiple instances, you can use reactive to create a reactive object and then import it into multiple components. Okay, so reactive is sort of VUE's built-in global state. Okay. Now I have to ask Claude why I would use reactive over Pina. I'm building a VUE project, right? VUE? No, VUE project. VUE project. Why would I use Pina over reactive API? See if it even knows. It's like, thinking deeply. When building a VUE project, choosing between Pina and reactive API depends on your specific needs. Here are some reasons why you might prefer Pina. State management. Pina is designed for centralized state management, making it easier to handle complex application states. Modularity. Pina allows you to organize your stores into modules. improving code organization for larger projects. Okay, I suppose, yeah, Athena is modular and you can smash modules together. I mean, that's a thing in React, right? Like when you're using Zustand and you want modular stores or even Redux. You combine the stores somehow. You probably can't do that as easily with the reactivity API. So probably in some ways reactivity API is like context API in React. Is there such thing as context in here? Is context a view thing? Context. Where am I? Composition. Setup hook serves as an entry point for composition API using API usage and components in the following cases. Using composition API with a build step. Integrating with composition API based on code in an options API component. You can declare reactive state by using reactivity API and expose them to template by returning an object from setup. Huh? What? So we have a setup method inside this defaulted object export. The properties in the returned object will also be made available in the component instant. So we have like setup. Okay. This is one of those magical things that I dislike about Vue. Refs are returned from setup. Refs returned from setup are automatically shallow unwrapped when accessed in the template, so you do not need to use .value. Oh. So previously when we were using ref, oh, it's probably in my code. Like right here, ref, we have to use value. But if we default exported it, then we don't have to use value. So let's try changing that, huh? My cat is wondering why I'm talking to myself. Default export object setup method return object with what? Counter? Count? I do that every time. Export default. Why are you mad, bro? Script setup. Oh, this cannot. Okay. There's a new thing I learned. So I'm guessing I need to make like increment, decrement. Yep, and message. So, oh, so this would become this.count plus plus, right? Decrement would become this.count double minus, and we don't need these for that. Is message doing anything? Oh, there's an input for message. Message. So count, this becomes count. It's not happy about increment. Oh, I wonder, since this is nested under a setup These need to be in the setup. Or even inside this. I guess I have to read the docs. I don't know what it's talking about. So it's saying this script setup syntax is highly recommended. Okay. So the way I had it is recommended, but this is also a way you can do it. Got it. Setup context. This wasn't even what I was looking for though, right? I was just wondering if there's a concept of context similar to React. So we just don't need this. Okay. I should put, where'd it go? This, yeah. This. Like next to this. Come on. Give me the thing. Hey, I want to extend this. There we go. Yeah. Okay. I really need a better monitor, but I'm just not in a place to buy one. Oh yeah. I forgot to bring up chat. Channel. I gotta learn the VUE VUE. I just realized that's not what I'm learning. Come on, chat, pop out. One of these days, there's gonna be somebody in the chat meow. Okay. It's on my other screen. Yep, okay. Don't need that. Now, where were we? Oh yeah, I had just learned about watch, which is kind of like use effect, but it doesn't run on mount unless you tell it to. That's what I learned. Ear watchers? Yeah, immediate. Deep watchers. When you call watch directly on a reactive object, it will implicitly create a deep watcher. The callback will be triggered on all nested mutations. So since count is nested inside this object, it still fires because we changed that count nested doohickey. This should be differentiated by the getter that returns a reactive object. In the latter case, the callback will only fire if the getter returns a different object. Hold up. I've missed a part. Do note that you can't watch a property of a reactive object like this. Ah. With the dot syntax. So if you're watching, okay, if you have a reactive object with multiple properties and you want to use watch, and you only want to watch one of those properties, you have to use a getter function. Okay, an example is coming to mind. Let's say we have a, let's say we have a banana counter. Counter. And then we have an apple counter. We're going to change this to banana count. This one to apple count. Counter store. A ref then becomes, wait, is this right? Ref? No, reactive. Shit. Still don't know when to use reactive over ref, but we're going to change this to reactive, which it seems upset about. Why are you mad, bro? Use with caution. Deep watch requires traversing all nested properties. Oh, I don't like that it doesn't do the auto imports. I mean, that's probably a configuration within Z. Yeah, that's what this is called. But we'll say apple count 0, banana count 0, increment banana, come on, banana count. Counters, yeah, counters dot banana count. Okay, I'm doing that wrong. Reactivity fundamentals? Is this what I need to know? Oh, there's so much to learn about VUE. Oh, state is the object. State dot banana count. Yeah, but no value. Whoops. So this is counters banana count decrement banana. Okay, then we can just copy this, call this apple, call this, don't you touch the keyboard, cat. He has this habit of wanting to press buttons. Decrement apple. Okay, let's get rid of message. We don't care about message right now. But we still have a broken counters. Okay. This would be counters, banana count, counters, increment banana, decrement banana, decrement banana, decrement banana. Spell that wrong? Oh, I didn't make a decrement banana. Oops. Whoopsie. I must have deleted it. Dyslexic brain. All right, banana. Count. Where'd it go? Wait, what? There it is. Okay, now I just need the buttons for the apple. Increment apple, increment decrement, frick, decrement apple. Okay, increment. So now we want to use watch. I was thinking watch, which we need to get from here. And it's like, it's watching counters and it runs a function. Okay, this is coming back to me. So do something stupid like if counters.apple count is 10. Counters will alert. Hey, you have 10 apples. Yay, look at that. So, but the lesson I was just learning is if we want to only watch the apple count, we take state and we say, only look at apple count, right? That's what I was saying? Where'd it go? I navigated away from this, didn't I? There it is. X, O. Wait, no, that's not reactive. This one. Oh, so it's saying reach outside the scope of this function. Okay, got it. So not state, I'm just gonna say counters. Man, I feel like there's just so many bad practices here. Voila. Okay. That sort of makes sense. Learning. Yay. I just realized the music isn't coming through. You probably can't hear it, can you? What happened? I wonder why. Why wouldn't the music be coming through? I didn't change anything. Why are computers like this? Okay, now it's this one. You can see my conversation with my wife, I guess. Oh, it looks like the music came back. Okay. Freaking computers. I guess I might as well close this. Okay. deep washers. Computed properties. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the difference here is that the ref wraps the inner value in a special object. Reactive makes an object itself reactive. Okay. Right. So count now is an object that has a value property on it. Is there another property? Like why? Why refs? You might be wondering why we need refs with the dot value instead of plain variables. To explain that, we need to briefly discuss how VUE's reactivity system works. When you use a ref in a template and change the ref's value later, VUE automatically detects the change and updates the DOM accordingly. This is made possible with a dependency tracking-based reactivity system. When a component is rendered for the first time, VUE tracks every ref that was used during the render. Later on, when a ref is mutated, it will trigger a re-render for components that are tracking it. In standard JavaScript, there is no way to detect the access or mutation of plain variables, right? However, we can intercept the get and set operations of an object's properties using getter and setter methods. Yes. Okay. Another nice trait of refs is that unlike plain variables, you can pass refs into functions while retaining access to the latest value and the reactivity connection. This is partly useful when refactoring complex logic into reusable code. Reactivity system is discussed in more detail, blah, blah, blah. Deep reactivity. So we have ref, object, with another nested object. So we're just going down the chain. Yep, cool. Non-primitive values are turned into reactive proxies via reactive, which is discussed below. It is also possible to opt out of deep reactivity with shallow refs. Okay, so shallow ref is a different hook. Oh, it's saying like, yeah, okay, since count is nested within the object, if you change count, it doesn't trigger anything. Force trigger effects that depend on a shallow ref. This is typically used for making deep mutations to the inner value of a shallow ref. I feel like there's so much magic within this. I'm still leaning towards React. Like, why? Okay, well, whatever. What is a watch effect? Watch effect runs a function immediately while reactively tracking its dependencies and reruns it whenever the dependencies are changed. Okay. Okay, yeah, cool. So this is closer to use effect. What's Claude have to say? In VUE is, what was this called? Watch effect? Watch is the watch effect function. Basically the same as use effect in React. It's going to say no, but it's close. Similar purposes, they have some key differences. Watch effect runs immediately after creation. Use effect runs after the component renders. Okay, so it's like use layout effect. Dependency tracking. Watch effect automatically tracks reactive dependencies. Use effect requires manually specifying dependencies. So you can't opt out of things. I see. Watch effect returns a stop function. Use effect is a cleanup function. Yeah, I know. Stop function. Oh. Okay, I can see where that's useful. Async behavior, watch effect can be async. Use effect cannot. Async directly, yes. Syntax watch effect is more concise. Use effect often requires more boilerplate. Okay. Let's make some stupid fetch request. Right? Let's say on mount. On mount? Is that what it's even called in Vue? Sure. We don't need any of these. Am I even gonna use state? I just want to make a fetch. We're gonna say, forgot what it's called, right? Watch effect. Watch effect. Watch effect. It said it can be an async function like this. Async anonymous function. Okay. Value equals await fetch. What should we fetch? What's a stupid API? There was one. What was it? Yes or no? Yes, no, what the fuck? Yeah. I discovered this earlier. I don't know who built this, but you can just basically say foolproof API. Wait, is it this URL? No, this is the payload. What is the URL? Slash API? Okay, let's just see if that's it. Slash API. Let's get the JSON off of it. Then we're supposed to like assign it to some ref, right? That's how it works in here. But it's an image. I guess we'll make it the image source. IMG SRC. Oh, we should do a try. Try. Catch. Alert. Something blew up. Okay. Then, assuming it gets down, no. Here. Image source.value val equals JSON dot image. And we want some kind of IMG SRC is IMG SRC, right? Is that how it works? Is it just one? Like, what? Why is it mad? No! Oh my god, do I not know anything about coding? See, why is it making it a string? Maybe, see, this is one of those, like, I know it in React, but not in Vue. Right, Claude? How do I assign a, well, it's probably some kind of like V dash thing. What's that called? Attribute? How to assign a variable to an image source element inside of a Vue template. Inside. Yeah, vbind. Look at that. I knew it. Or shorthand, SRC. Bob. Yep. Nope. Oh, hell no. Okay. It's working. But assuming this takes time, how do we manage like a loading state? This is how I'm learning. How do we manage a loading state? I probably have to give it this code. When fetching the image URL in this code. Even though it doesn't look like Claude knows the newest version, so there's a ref. I mean, that's sort of like React, I guess. Loading. See, my instinct doesn't want to make loading true at first, because it's supposed to be loading only after the effect fires. But didn't it say the effect, watch effect fires like before the template? I don't remember. Oh, there's a v if else. What? Ah, that's so confusing. Shoot me. Oh man, v else. But now I need some kind of timeout, right? Set timeout for, I don't know what, 5 seconds? So after 5 seconds, set the value. Loading. Go. Do the thing. Was this 50 seconds? No. Something just isn't working the way I thought it would. You jerk. Okay. It's one of those JavaScript scoping problems, isn't it? Because set timeout. Yeah. Yep, okay. This is when we ask our good friend. How do I create a artificial timeout inside of the watch effect function in this code? Okay, yeah. It's saying create a promise that resolves after 5 seconds. Oh, it's saying like, it wrote the code as though we only want to wait 2 seconds for the server to respond, else throw an error. But that's not what I want. It's not what I want. This is not quite what I want. I want to create an artificial wait time when fetching in the launch effect. There we go. So it's just saying wait on this promise and then assign it. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Or not. Did the endpoint blow up? No, I think the endpoint blew up. Oh, I didn't reassign the loading. Ta-ha. There we go. There we go. I mean, usually the loading will go in like finally, so if it works or not, it's always going to reassign it. Always make the loading false. Okay. I want to get rid of this you did it. It's annoying me. All of this annoying nonsense. Cool. Okay, so we can put a no. Is there TypeScript in this? Like, what if I want to know what the type of JSON is? It says any. Can I just put it in here? Like, does it work like this? By golly, I think it does. And I'm back. Good thing my battery died, because I forgot to feed my cat. Cats like food. Plug in the old battery. Also, I've got this yummy green drink that I forgot to drink. Oh yeah, it's the stuff. Okay, where was I? So we kind of figured out how to fetch on mount. But typically that's a bad idea within a React application. There's usually somewhere, where you can fetch. I mean, if you have access to the server, you should be serving this data with the application, or you're fetching something in response to a user action. So, more like a button click, right? So let's make a button. On what? Click? On click? Click. But you can be shorthand. Fetch the thing. Fetch the thing. So instead of watch effect, we're going to have a function called fetch the thing. Can it be async? We're about to find out. Element, yeah. Forgot to say fetch. See, okay, exactly. That's why these should be false. Then we make it true when it is fetching. Fetch. Okay. Thanks for nothing. Is it even calling the function? Man, so much magic in this freaking Vue stuff. What am I missing? Do I need to go look up how to call a function from a button? Button. Nope, just button. Field sets. No, man, all I want is like a freaking button. Okay. There's a whole tutorial, that's cool. Make me dynamic, okay. I made a ref. Button count. Now we need to make a, well, it wants you to like write the code. It's annoying. Isn't this supposed to be count all value? Show me. Oh, at click. Man, so much stuff. At click. Fetch the thing. There we go. Ah, man. Will I ever understand? I don't know. Will I ever understand? Gotta really figure out how to use my voice better because it's getting all fuzzy all the time. Maybe I should just click through this, huh? So input value. So it looks like the colon references a value and the @ symbol references a function. Yes? Using vbind and von, together we can create two-way bindings. Show me. So by saying model instead of value and input, okay. Directive, sure. Conditional rendering. Oh, where did I put my phone? Where did I put my phone? There it is. Doesn't really matter. This H1 will be rendered only if the value of awesome is truthy. Show me. So, okay, can there be things like does the if statement only take a Boolean? Well, I guess the logic would go up here, right, with JavaScript. You would reassign awesome. Awesome. Try not to get frustrated. I'm not frustrated. I'm not frustrated. Currently the demo is showing both H1s at the same time and the button does nothing. Yeah, that's what we just changed. So rendering a list. A list of to-dos. So much magic. I just don't want to move away from React because I know it so well. Suppose this is fine. So it's saying to add a to-do, we push it into the array. To remove it, we reassign to-dos by filtering out the ones that are not the to-do in question. Okay? But the point of this exercise is for the list of things, right? So we have a v4, to-dos and to-do. We're saying the key is to-do ID. Man, I really don't like the strings. This is really, feels really bad. So used to using TypeScript where it's like very strict. You write these things very strictly. It feels like Vue is the front end of the front end. And React feels like you're kind of more in control of the JavaScript. What do you want, cat? He likes to lay right on the keyboard. Oh man, I don't even know if I want to do this. Now I gotta keep the right mentality. It's getting darker, so I should probably turn this up. You know, these libraries are just tools to solve problems. Sometimes VUE is the right answer when it seems like to me VUE is the right answer when it's not super complex of UI, which is the majority of them. I used to work on a cryptocurrency exchange UI, which is very complex. There's a lot of complexity. So maybe React was the right choice there. But also maybe I just don't know enough about VUE, even though there's a lot of magic happening. That's really frustrating. All these directives. Weird. So we're learning about computed properties. Let's keep building on top of the to-do list from the last step. Here we've already added a toggle functionality to each to-do. This is done by adding done property to each to-do object, right? Done Boolean property. And using vModel to bind to each checkbox. It's always weird when I hear noises. So input type checkbox vModel to do done. Right, because a checkbox can take a Boolean. It's either on or off. Okay, computed. Filtered to-dos. So computed is a way to hook into the reactivity. Is that what I'm guessing? We can create a computer graph that computes its value based on other reactive data sources. A computed property tracks other reactive state used in its computation as dependencies. It caches the result and automatically updates it when its dependencies change. Now try to add the filter to do's computer property and implement its computation logic. I've pushed the button, but I understand what it's doing. It's a way to hook into the reactivity. Yeah. Man, this is making me making me not like VUE. Just gonna say it. It's really tricky. And my wife is heading home. Okay. Man, I like Next and React so much better. I'm supposed to, okay, let's just look into Next because that's what my take-home exercise is supposed to be done with. And it's like their full stack version of Next. So I guess I should get familiar with this. Built-in auto imports. Sounds like they have an API convention, file structure convention as well. View next composables. What the frick does that mean? My wife keeps texting me. And my cat keeps meowing. Example of breaking code. Trying to access the runtime config outside a composable. See, what the fuck? What does this all mean? It's okay. I will be okay. Morale. I still haven't really got into composing components, or like how do you even pass data to another component? So this is saying you can reference an element. Okay, cool. Watchers. Okay. So it's just calling the function basically on mount. And then also when to do any changes, like that. Okay, components, here we go. Show me. Using it. Show me. Props. Greeting. So this is being passed. Oh, I really hate the string syntax. It's really grossing me out. Man, I can understand how it's, I mean, after the build, it's probably creating something much more efficient because the string is referencing a JavaScript value. It just feels so wrong. emits. In addition to receiving props, a child component can also emit events to the parent. Okay. Oh my god. This is so gross. You're writing a function in a string? Come on, there's gotta be a better way. Show me a better way. Really, it's just gonna jump past that and be like, you did it, that's it. Oh, it's so gross. What? There's gotta be a better way. Oh my gosh, that's so... Take me back. What was that? Take me back. But it can't go back? So I have to click all the way through just to remember what that was called. Where the child calls the function on the parent. Props. Emits. There we go. It's called emits. Emits. Tell me there's a better way. Wait, this is not even the same thing. Show me an example with components, yo. These are all just like single files. Oh my god. Kill me. Perplexity. Find me an advanced example of VUE with components. No, I don't want you to explain it. Slot. Dependency injection allows components to receive dependencies from the ancestors, promoting a cleaner data flow. VUE provide and inject for this purpose. So provider, provide. Inject, fetch data. Oh my god, this is why I hate VUE. There's so many references with strings. It's just like so, what is the word? Unpredictable, unreliable, shaky. Leaky abstraction. That's not a leaky abstraction, but I want to know what that word is. What is it called in computer science when you reference? I'm not even gonna be able to explain this. Things with a string, which makes it less reliable. Oh God, that's not good. Let's see what it comes up with. Yeah, I think this is what's bothering me, the maintenance difficulties, because like, I've only worked in giant code bases, and if you're referencing, say, I don't know, a named endpoint, and it's referenced by string, and it has, yeah, and if you're referencing it within template, yeah, something like this. Are you allowed to use not a string? Can I put this? Doesn't seem like it. Our image source dot value. No, look, it put the fucking string around it. So I guess I would have to reference the image element, update the source attribute. So we're gonna have like image ref null. Actually, put it up here. Image ref still feels bad to use that. So then instead of, yeah, image ref dot, I don't even remember how to use references. I doubt this is gonna work. Yeah. Can I do this? String or no? Referencing the DOM. Come on. Node, DOM node. Oh my God. How do I reference and update a DOM node in Vue? So value dot probably src. Which it doesn't like. It's probably a TypeScript problem. Something blew up. What if the DOM node is a image element? Image, ref, source, initial. Yeah, dot source. Yeah, my image dot value dot source. Where'd my app go? Where'd my music go? And I played through my whole playlist. I must have been streaming for a while. Whoops. Let's log what blew up. Because this should be right. Oh, it's because it's not actually a string. This is like image element or something. Forget it. Cannot set properties of null. Image ref. So it's okay. It's changing the image source value. After mounted. So the way I'm understanding that is then wait, this is different. Image source. So it's referencing an actual ref, and then this is saying update the ref value. Huh. Okay, all right, whatever. Plus image source string, which we won't know. Source, image source string. Okay. Source, image source. Okay. Did I spell it wrong? I did. Why does my wife keep texting me? Oh, what is going on with IT today? The whole world blew up for a while. One of these days, somebody will show up and say something in the chat. Okay, so it was saying update this instead of that. Yeah. I guess that works. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just don't know how I feel about this. I mean, it's probably partly because I'm so efficient in React that, you know, my intuition wants to do so many specific things. It's funny, this is the photo on the screen. It gives me the same one. Yeah, I guess I'll spend a couple more days trying to learn this and then do this take-home exercise. I still need to learn how to, so many things, write tests. Oh my God, and use Tailwind. I mean, I already know how to use Tailwind, but man. Yeah. Well, I learned some things. Gonna have to figure out how to like this framework, but I think I'm done. Done for today. If you watched that, thank you. That was a lot. You saw me get progressively more frustrated. But that's fine. See ya.